Duo brings us new trout baits and a new swim bait. Braid Japan brings us new baits plus a massive restock on their best-selling Libero. And Megabass does a special release of a limited JDM jerkbait. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Depths, Lucky Craft, Jackal, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard to find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle. Actually, what I should say is Happy New Year's, my friends. 2023, Jeff.
Wow, I didn't think I'd make it here.
I am the Hookup Tackle. Actually, I'm not the Hookup Tackle. I'm so excited to drink this beer. Look, I'm Ben. That's Jeff. We're the Hookup Tackle. Let's drink. It's New Year's. Been up all night. Cheers, my friends. Jeff, I got a New Year's resolution for you.
Ooh.
I'm making it for you.
Oh,
this isn't for me.
Okay.
This is your New Year's resolution. Yeah. You're going to disappoint Ben less this year. That's the resolution I'm making for you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Well, I'm just not going to offer you a beer. Cheers, my friends, to all my party people. 2023, Jeff. Happy New Year's.
Interesting.
Huh? Only once a week, though. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're not at like marriage status yet.
Oh, perfect.
Cheers, Jeff. Happy 2023.
It's going to be a good year, I think.
It's an exciting year.
Yeah.
Well, at least the first quarter is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, who knows what's
I'm not really a planner, so I don't know what's happening after the first quarter, but buckle up, my friends. There's a lot of really amazing things coming over the next few months. We've got a very special drop today, Jeff. All kinds of things in that we've been saving over the last couple weeks. Plus, if you guys commented on last week's video, so last week was Christmas, right? We did a kind of just a Santa giveaway video. We will be announcing all the winners of that today at the end of this. So if you just came for the free stuff, just fast forward to the end and, you know, see the winners. By the way, thank you to everybody who did participate. We had over 2,000 comments, Jeff.
It was a lot. So
I had to hire my wife, my oldest son. It took us like 8 hours to compile all the lists and do all the drawings. So
absolutely insane.
Thank you guys very much for the support and, you know, abandoning your families on Christmas so that you could comment.
That was big. By
the way, just a little spoiler alert. I said I was going to give away an arms rod if anybody got all the trivia correct. We had 11 people get all the answers correct.
Holy
so somebody's winning an arms rod today as well.
That's
so
insane.
Stay tuned for that. We'll do that at the end. Right now, we're going to jump into some new baits, Jeff.
Okay.
Okay. You know we're huge fans of Megabass, obviously, right? This is going to be an exciting Megabass month and a half, maybe 2 months. Pretty much every week over the next 5, 6, 7 weeks, there's going to be something exciting Megabass dropping. It's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to start here today. We had asked them to do a special production run of a jerkbait that's been next to impossible to get over the last couple of years, and they agreed to do it. So I am excited to bring back to you guys, first time in, well, close to a decade that we've had a full color line, the Megabass X80 Jr. Now the X80 Jr is the same shape as the original X80. It's 65 millimeters, it's a 1/4 ounce suspending bait. This is an awesome little jerk bait when you need to just really downsize. It still has a weight transfer system in it, so it still casts well. Here, I'll take one out of the package here. Now, we've seen the X80 Jr over the course of the last year come in some Respect Series drops, right? So here you go. You can see it's a very small little bait, but still weighs a 1/4 ounce, so it's still castable on your casting gear because of that dual weight transfer system in there. It's going to have a very similar action to the original X80, just in a much smaller package. And just for size comparison, there's the X Nanahan. So you can see it's, I mean, it's like a full 10 millimeters smaller than the X Nanahan at the same weight, 1/4 ounce. Okay, so I'm going to fly through the colors. There are 8 colors. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 colors.
Ooh.
Jeff, yep, math, obviously not a strong starting point for 2023 for me. So there's 9 colors. These are gonna fly. So if you guys want these, get them. This is a one-time offering. Hopefully, as production becomes better over the next couple of years, we'll see more of these products come. But I'm telling you, production is still gonna be a major challenge in 2023. We've already kind of planned out the whole year, so I don't think you're gonna see any more of these. So this is a super dope color. This color is called Shigeo, one of my favorite colors in the lineup. Of course, I teased you guys earlier with Baby Kingyo. Okay, that one is just amazing. Everybody knows that color. We're seeing it in Ito Clear Laker. We're seeing it in GLX Cotton Wakasagi. We are going to see it in Wagin Satsuki Ayu. We're also seeing it in Wagin Oikawa. GP Invisible Wakasagi, not a color you see very often.
No.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool belly on that one too. MG Vegetation Reactor. And finally, Invisible Chartreuse. It looks dope in that one too. So, super dope. This is a great bass bait, a great trout bait. So wherever you guys are, this should be a great downsizing option for you. The X80 Jr. while supplies last, available now from Megabass. And Jeff, I just showed in that last little clip the X Nanahan +2. These things have been really our hottest selling jerkbait of probably the last quarter, right? Just really caught on fire. And a bunch of the key colors sold out. Colors like JP Sculpin, the LZ Chayayu, and GP Crystal Shad. All of those return this week. So if you guys have been waiting on any of the X Nanahan baits or colors to come back in stock, everything is back in stock. Just look at the GP Crystal Shad there. This is another 1/4 ounce jerk bait, but this one is designed to mimic the action of an Ito Vision 110. We've talked about it a lot. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it, but if you guys have been waiting for some of these key colors, this is the week to grab them while supplies last on those. X Nanahan's return as well. Then also, since we're on Megabass, and this is really kind of a Megabass product, you know, every month we do our subscription Bento Box, right? And every month we hold a few back just to make sure that everybody gets their boxes. And then once everybody has received them, we release the rest of them to the public. This is the week that we are releasing the December box. So if you would like to scoop one of these up, this is just a one-time offering. There's only a handful of them, so these are gonna fly out really quick. This was the box that featured the AL Black Shadow Gill. Just a super, super dope dark gill pattern. It's got glitter on the top, just that beautiful kind of dual shade belly. So it's going to be in the AL Black Shadow Gill 110 and Pot Max, and then there's all kinds of goodies. This was a dope box. We really filled it up with a ton of stuff, so if you guys would like to pick one of those up while we still have some, the Bentos are available now. All right, Jeff, you just commented on my shirt.
I did.
So
you were looking really buff and swollen starting the new year.
I worked out a decade ago. I've been drinking Orion all year. It's
really keeps your
it's
physique.
perfect. Oh, it's better than a protein drink. Am I right? All right, a couple of new drops in our favorite daily wear / fishing sun shirt. This is the Anetik Low Pro hoodie. Now this is the midnight color. We changed it up just a little bit on 2 of these colors. So we went with a hit on the chest, and then for the first time, we also went with a hit on the back. So if you got a buff back like me, now you can really
flex it out.
Yeah, you can flex it out and really sport it.
God,
so, oh, I know.
That back.
Right? Oh, dude, I did some lats like 12 years ago. Whew. So there you go. We're doing this in 2 colors. So we're doing it in the midnight, okay? And by the way, this is going to be available in sizes up to 3XL. So we are able to add a larger size. So that's exciting. So we got a full run of that. And then we are also doing it in a Pyro Red.
Ugh.
That's a super sick color. I was wearing this one the other day for Red Friday.
Yeah.
So 2 great new colors in that. Those are available now. We also did a brand new design. We did this in a sticker not too long ago. It looks amazing in the shirt. So we're doing this nice heathered white in the JDM Experience logo. So it's designed to look like a Japanese flag, right? With the white with the red dot. So super cool logo there. And then just a small hookup hit on the back underneath the hood. So those are available. Wall supplies last on those from the Hookup Tackle and Anetik. All right, Jeff, let's jump over to Raid. A huge restock on a bait that everybody has been dying to get back. This has become one of our best selling baits in the store. They fly out of here. I expect they're gonna fly out of here again. This is the Raid Head Swimmer Libero. So all colors are back in stock. All sizes are back in stock. So we have colors anywhere from like bluegills, right? Whites, chartreuses, there's wakasagis, there's pinks, any color you can imagine, they're all back. Now, if you're not familiar with the Head Swimmer Libero, this is it's a jig head swim bait combo. Okay, so inside each pack, you're gonna get 2 fully rigged combos, and you're gonna get 2 spare swim baits. And each one is designed and custom fit for the head, but you can use any bait on these that you want. So guys have been putting little hazardongs on there, spark shads, little K-Tex. So do whatever you want with it, but this little head swimmer swim bait was custom designed for this Libero head. So you see it's kind of a very similar shape as a body balance head. So as it falls, it stays horizontal and it swims horizontal instead of just being nose down. It's gonna swim like this. Then you have that really unique underspin down there as well. It's available in a 5 gram and a 7 gram. So where guys are really putting this into action is, you know, places that you normally throw like an Okashira screwhead spark shad combo. This is giving them a little bit bigger option now. So you have a 3/16 and a 1/4 ounce option. Also, I've been getting tons of messages from my buddies in SoCal. They're destroying spotted bay bass on this thing. Guys are catching trout on it. So it's just a killer, small, little swim bait that gets bit, okay? So wall supplies last. All the Head Swimmer Liberos are back in stock from Raid. We also see a huge restock this week on our best-selling hard bait from Raid. This is the Raid Gravity Impact, otherwise known as the GI. Now, this is a really dope kind of 2-piece, I'm gonna call it a crank down. Would you call it a crank down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get this thing to walk very subtly. You can get it to glide just a little bit, but really it's more of just kind of a crank down crankbait. So it's super easy to use. You can just wind it down, and if you give it some, you know, little pops to the rod tip, you can get that head just to kind of walk in place. It has a metal lip, so it's designed, you can grind it into the rocks. This little metal extender here is designed to just keep your line off that metal lip in case it gets rough, so you're not worried about it rubbing on there. Just a great overall bait, designed for shore fishing, right? So you could get a big bait and fish from shore, so it comes through everything really well. But guys have just been destroying this thing, whether it's in ponds or big lakes or from the shore. Everybody's been catching fish on. So all the colors return this week from Raid in the GI. Those are available again now. Okay, also back in stock, some colors that have been out of stock, plus some new color additions in the Raid Killer D. Now this is basically a big bud inspired type wake bait, similar to a gong. It's got that big blade on the back. It's gonna have a really beautiful sound in the water. Just a really fun bait to use. So if you guys have been looking for like a Megabass gong alternative or something just in a big, loud, easy to use wake, the Killer D is awesome. Those are available now from Braid. All right, back in stock, plus new colors, Jeff, of the Micro Dodge and the Micro Dodge Big. Okay, so let's start here at the Micro Dodge. These have been out of stock for quite some time. This is the elastomer kind of frog slash crawler style bait that you can rig on a weedless hook and put this little crawler anywhere you want. The wings come out if you want it to be a little walking bait. The wings stay in if you want it to crawl on the surface. So all the colors come back in that. It's the first time we've had these back since the initial drop on the Micro Dodge. So just to spec that guy out for you, a 2/0 hook is the best option for you. It's gonna weigh right around 3/8 of an ounce or so when it's rigged. So just a great all-around option. Those return. And then we see 4 colors in the Micro Dodge Big. So it's just the larger version of the Micro Dodge. So now you're in like a true 1/2 to 5/8 ounce. This guy is gonna fit like a 4/0 or 5/0 hook, and we see 4 new colors in this guy. So we see Chai Gill, we see Ice Back, we see Bait Japan, so some natural bait fish type colors, and then we see Juketsu, which is basically their white version. So again, I'll open one up just so you guys remember what we're dealing with. Even if you guys are living in an area where it may not be top water season or crawler season, have you been watching the ice storms? Like in
people getting destroyed.
Seattle and Buffalo, and I mean, a lot of you guys are under some crazy conditions. This is still the time to grab these, because if you wait until spring and summer, they probably won't be available. So here's a look at the Micro Dodge, and again, the Micro Dodge Big and the Micro Dodge, virtually the same thing, just different sizes, okay? So as it is, it's going to be a crawler, and it's going to have this great tight action on the water. And again, if you want it to be more of a walking bait, these wings literally just pull out, and then you have a soft plastic walking bait that you can move and walk just like a spook. Now, it's an elastomer material, so it's going to be super durable, but the hookup ratio is great in this because of the way they've built the slits, both on the bottom and in the top. So everything is weedless, but there's a groove for the barb, there's a groove for the hook, so it penetrates very easily in there. And then again, if you want the wings back in, they literally just fit back in the bait. You just pull them back in. So literally you can leave it rigged. In one cast, it can be a crawler. The next cast, it can be a walking topwater bait. Just a really fun bait. Micro Dodge Big, in stock now from Raid. All right, Jeff, a new bait completely from Raid. I introduced to you the Raid Little Sweeper. Okay, now I see you looking and you're wondering, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so these are going to be available in 2 sizes, a 2.5 inch and a 3-inch size. Okay, they're available in a bunch of colors, so I'm not going to waste a ton of time and run through all the colors, but you guys can see all of the different color options here. Let me just open one out and show you guys what this is. So this is a bait that's designed to be a super finessey soft plastic that as it falls, it maintains its horizontal position. Okay, so there's a look. This is a 3-inch size, just so you can kind of get an idea. So it has a very small little wedge tail on it. Okay, so this wedge tail moves in like micro movements. So if you think back to like the eye motion type idea where everything just kind of goes straight, similar maybe concept, but that tail is moving at about the same pace as what an actual small minnow would move. Right? If you had an actual small minnow in the water, that thing's not going to have this big tail kick. It's going to have these little micro movements, and that's what this little wedge tail is going to do. Now, on the side of the body, it has these 2 small little stabilizer fins. And what that does is it allows the bait to maintain a horizontal posture as it falls. So if you use this as a free rig bait, or you use this as a weightless bait, or you use this on like a Carolina rig, as it falls, it's going to fall horizontally like this and maintain a true posture and have a really tight little fall to it. You can drag it around, you can use it as a drop shot bait, of course, but really where this bait is going to shine is on a little ball head, on a free rig. You guys are going to destroy them on this thing and give them a look that nothing else is really giving them. So it's got a belly slot in the middle. It's got little holes, rigging holes on the top, so you know that your rigging is correct every time. So again, cool new little bait, the Little Sweeper from Raid, available now. All right, a couple restocks in a new size in the Raid Egu Chunk. Now this is a very unique shaped chunk. The 4-inch size can be used as a huge kind of mop jig chunk, or really fished on its own, I would say mostly, on a Texas rig or flip. The 3.5-inch size, it comes back in stock. This would be the standard jig trailer size. You can also use either of these sizes on a chatterbait. So really popular in Japan to use a chatterbait trailer, and just creates a big kind of movement on it. And then we see the introduction of the new 3-inch size as well. So this is going to be a great size to fish on any of your more compact jigs. So if you guys are throwing like a depth headlock jig or an OSP hunch jig, something like that, this is the newest size from Braid. They all have the same body shape, so I'll take one of these out and show it to you. Stay there, baits. So here's the new 3-inch size. These are going to be super popular. This is the brand new size, just launched in Japan a couple months ago. So if you guys are fishing, again, smaller compact baits, you could also use this as a great free rig option. A lot of different things you can do with it, but you notice that the claws are much thicker at the end. So as this moves, it has a tighter, but it pushes a lot of water. So you're getting this big kind of water push from those claws. It's just giving a different feel than what a traditional claw might do. So if those speak to you, those are available now from Braid. All right, and a few key restocks to let you guys know about in hard baits. These have been really hard to come by, so just letting you guys know. Braid level crank mid are back in a bunch of the key colors. So if you guys have been looking for a great mid diving crankbait, the level crank mids return. We also see our best selling crankbait in the Braid line, the Braid level crank Goriller. So this is their largest crankbait that they make in that square bill range. It's 66 millimeters, 5/8 ounce. We see some new color drops in that as well. If you guys don't remember the level crank Goriller, this is that bait that's designed with an internal tungsten weight system. So this little screw here actually goes inside to perfectly balance this crankbait. And what it does is it allows this hook to stay still as that bait is moving, so that you never risk a fish eating when the hook is on the wrong side. It's always going to be in strike position. Works great. People are catching a ton of fish on them. So those return in all colors plus new drops. And then our best-selling lipless from Braid, the Level Vibe Big, returns in all the key colors as well. So this is a 64 millimeter, 5/8 ounce. The Level Vibe and the Level Vibe Big, both amazing lipless that are really designed to keep a perfect horizontal posture in the water. So whether you're straight retrieving, whether you're ripping out of grass, whether you're doing a lift and drop, the way they are built is they are going to swim just like this in this perfect horizontal posture every time. Okay, so it's going to maintain this perfect posture. If you're lifting and dropping, when it drops, it will stand up. Okay, which is pretty cool. So if you're fishing it on the bottom, it's going to stand up. All the weighting is down here, air chamber in the back. Just a great lipless option. Got a really nice sound to it. Right, so that kind of low pitch sound. So if you're looking for a great lipless option, I know we're all kind of coming into that season. We're just about, I mean, mega into that season out here. Great time to scoop those up. Those are available again. And then a jerkbait that is really becoming our staff's like new favorite jerkbait, the Braid Level Minnow, returns in all the key colors, plus a couple new color additions in that as well. So if you're not throwing the Level Minnow, it's 125 millimeters, so slightly longer than a 110 or a pointer 100, but it's a 1/2 ounce bait, so it's in that same class. It's just a little bit longer. It has a very unique weight transfer system in it. Braid's claim to fame with this thing is it will outcast any other jerkbait, and we're seeing it. So I know everybody develops different types of weight transfer, but the way they built it, a little bit more slender, and that transfer goes all the way to the back. This thing casts like a rocket. So if you guys are needing to make a long cast with your jerkbait and want something that's maybe just a slightly different movement, the Level Minnow might be the one. Those return. And then finally, Jeff, to wrap up the Braid segment, your favorite bait from Braid for sure, right? A bug bait.
The GI again?
Relax, that's too big for you now.
Oh.
You're retired from that. Just look at the YouTube comments.
New year, new me.
Yeah.
Got it.
You're going to be a sexy bug guy. The Magnum two-way from Braid returns, and we see 5 new colors in this. So we've only had this in a few colors. Now we see it in the entire color run. Jeff, you just need to open your horizons. Swim baits are, you know, they're boring. You throw them out there and you wind them in.
Why do we need more colors than bugs? Bugs are like 3 different colors. They're like brown, black.
Well, this is a Magnum. Dude, if I go somewhere and there's a bug like this, I'm leaving.
I see.
Yeah, just shoot me. So these are designed, by the way, the two-way is available in a bunch of different sizes, right? So there's a micro, a little, a regular, a Magnum, right? A big. This is designed to be, you can fish it a lot of different ways, but really it shines as a wacky rig bait. So you can rig it just like you would a wacky rig Senko right through the middle, and this thing just has this amazing fall, all those tentacles move. So it just creates an amazing action in the water. Check them out, a bunch of colors. The full color run is in the Magnum two-way. Get them before Jeff gets them all. All right, Jeff, you're a swim bait guy. We get it.
Oh, thank God.
Swim bait / bug guy.
Slash?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to add that little part on there.
Oh, just swim bait bug?
Just swim bait.
Swim bait bug guy.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about a swim bait.
Finally.
So, the last couple of months, we've been doing a lot of really cool things with Baitsanity.
Yeah.
Right? We did the custom color zombie shad. They did the swim baits for good, where they had some artists custom paint some baits, and they basically donated everything back to the Salvation Army and pulled angel tree things, right? So they've had so much fun working with some of their custom artists. They decided they're going to try to do a custom collab thing with Garrett's Customs once a month. Okay, we're going to see how it goes, but that's the plan right now. Okay, so they're calling these the Baitsanity Explorer Gill G units. Okay, so this is drop number 1. Now, these are going to be in limited production. There's only 30 pieces. They're going to do 30 pieces, and that's it. Okay, so once they're gone, they're gone. So if these speak to you, definitely scoop these up. Now, the Explorer Gill was our number 2 selling hard swim bait of the year, right behind the Slide Swimmer. But the Slide Swimmer, we also did a huge custom drop in Bonaire, right? So this has really become probably the hottest hard swim bait, glide bait of the year. So this is the first color. This is called Garrett's Crappie. Okay, now it's kind of a greenish, bassy kind of crappie shade, I would say. So it's going to have a lot of versatility to it. So this is custom painted by Garrett's Custom, and it is also going to include a custom painted paddle tail as well. So it's going to come with the standard tail that you're used to getting. It's also going to come again with the 2 standard replacement tails, all of those custom painted to this pattern. But you're also going to get a paddle tail, so you can use the flat tail to have that great beautiful glide. You can replace it with the paddle tail to have more of a swim and a kick. Just a really cool offering. It's going to be really fun to watch how it comes down and how it pans out. So there you go. If that color speaks to you, or maybe you're just interested in having something that's limited, that only a handful of people in the world are going to get, the Baitsanity Explorer Gill G Unit series starts today. Okay, and also while we are on Baitsanity, we finally see the return of this guy. This is the Baitsanity Atom tail, but this is the new Atom tail 3.0. So this is a new material. This is a new silicone material that is going to be more durable. If you guys remember back to the Atom tail, this is a tail that you would add to the back of like an Explorer Gill. And what it does is this unique tail slows the bait down. So it allows you to glide it, but it has a much slower glide and more hang time as it moves because of the way this tail allows it to move. So if you want your Explorer Gill to move very quick and very sharp, stick with the tails that are already on the market. But if you want to slow it down and have it have a more smooth, slow movement to it, the Atom tail is amazing. Definitely worth picking up while we have them in stock. Those are available now. All right, Jeff, a brand new product from a brand new brand to start 23. Brand new brand. Okay, here we go. Our friend Josh Heron, a lot of you guys may know him from managing Reaction Innovations, has started his own brand, really going to focus on swim baits. We should see some really exciting things coming from them over the next year. They are starting their brand with a launch of a new swim bait jig head, designed for this time of the year, designed for live scope, designed for fishing on the graph, designed for just casting out. I introduce to you the Taddo design Maverick swim bait head. Okay, now these are going to be available in two sizes, a 1/4 ounce and a 3/8 ounce. There's going to be 5 colors. So there's a French Pearl, there's a Ghost Shad, there's a Tennessee Magic, there is a Chartreuse in blue, and there is an Incognito, kind of a darker black color there, right? Let me take one out and I will show you guys this new head and show you what they are doing here. So over the last few years, vertical fishing a small swim bait has become super popular, right? Using a little K-Tech or a little swim bait, a spark shad, something like that, on a head like a guppy head that you can kind of control the drop and keep it horizontal has become super popular. You see the fish on the graph, you cast out to it, you can really control the depth, right? Well, he set out to perfect that head, and here's a look at that head. So you'll notice that the line tie is behind the head, so it's going to maintain a perfect kind of horizontal shape. You have the dual bait keeper. You have a very unique head, so if you just want to cast and retrieve it, it's still going to have some water push that'll help give the bait some movement. But it also has this very special custom designed hook. So what's happening is a lot of times those smaller heads, you get them down in a brush pile, you get them around some big fish, the hook is so light wire that you have to fish it on such light line or it straightens out. So what they did is they custom built this hook to where it is a heavy gauge hook. It's not going to bend, but it tapers to a very long light wire point. Okay, so you see how long it is from the barb to the point. So the penetration of the hook is just like a light wire, but once it's past the barb, then you have the power of a heavy wire hook. So you can throw it on light line, you can throw it on a heavy line, you can really fish it in any type of application you want. It should be a staple in everybody's box that's throwing this style swim bait. So excited to get these in, excited to get this brand launched new this week from Taddo Designs, the Maverick swim bait head. All right, Jeff, let's jump over to Duo Realis really quick. So a few new drops and some color additions in the Duo line. Let's start with their trout line. Let's start with Spearhead Ryuki. Okay, this is one of our best-selling lines of baits, designed for trout, catches all species, so don't pigeonhole yourself. If you guys are fishing streams or rivers for smallmouth or largemouth, these baits are money as well. 2 new sizes in Spearhead Ryuki this week drop. We see the addition of the 46S and the 51S. Okay, now these are going to be basically just kind of in between sizes. You guys may recognize that there are sizes that are very close to this. These are built with a dual weight balancer that are going to be a little bit heavier. They're about a true gram heavier than the other sizes they already have. You get a little faster sink, a little bit more reaction time, and they're just going to have a different thump to them. They're also built a little bit flatter, right? So let me take one out of the package so you guys can see. So they're going to have an instant movement to them instead of the rounder shape of the traditional. As you can see, it's a little bit more of a triangular shape. So they're going to have a lot of flashing as they come through the water. They're heavier, so they're going to sink down a little bit faster. Just going to give you a different look. Should be a staple in everybody's arsenal that's fishing any type of moving water. So there you go. The 46 and 51S Spearhead Ryukis, those are available now. While we are on Spearhead Ryuki, we also see some new color drops in the 80S. Okay, so this is one of our better selling Spearhead Ryuki baits. It's 80 millimeters long. It's 3/8 ounce. So easy to throw on casting gear or spinning gear. So we see 4 new colorways arrive in that. Some really dope colors that trickle over from some of the lines. Those are available now. Now, let me reverse back. I should have spec'd these out for you guys so you know what you're getting. So the 46S, right? Let me spec it out for you really quick. 46 millimeters, so 1 4/5 inch roughly. It's 5 grams, okay? So it's about 1/6 of an ounce. The 51S is 51 millimeters, so just over 2 inches, and it is 5.5 grams, so they're considering it more of a 1/4 ounce type range. So there you go, there's the spec, new this week in Spearhead Ryuki. All right, Jeff, some new color additions in the Duo Realis Spin. This is our definitely one of our best selling tail spins. I would say this and the Nautilus go back and forth from being one of our best sellers. So 4 new colors in the 14 grams. So this is going to be the 1/2 ounce. So we see Natural Wakasagi arrive. We see Ivory Pearl. We see Baitsanity and we see Hellcraw. So if you guys love throwing tailspins, 4 new colors to round out your line. Those are available this week from Duo. We also see 3 new colors in the Realis Vibration Nitro 65, plus some big restocks in a bunch of the key colors like Bone. So if you guys have been waiting for those to return, this is a great kind of all-around lipless bait from Duo. Those are back. And then we see 3 new colors in the G-Fix Vibration as well. From this is in the Vibration 62. So again, you're seeing 3 new colors in that. This is a little bit thinner version, gonna have a little tighter movement, whereas this guy was a little bit wider movement. So some options, some great new colors, new this week from Duo. All right, and finally from Duo, we see a brand new swim bait drop. This is part of their Fang Ops brand. I introduced to you the Realis Claw Trap swim bait. Okay, so we are doing this in 5 different colors. I'm gonna run through the colors with you and then I will show you the bait. So this is gonna be available in a pearl white. It's going to be available in a smoky red assassin, kind of a smoke type color. It's going to be available in a Nabe Galaxy, kind of a cool kind of goby crawl kind of color. It's gonna be available in a green pumpkin pepper, so natural bluegill type pattern. It's gonna be available in a matte scuppernong. Okay, so there are the colors. Now let me take one out. Let me show this to you guys. This is a swim bait that Duo wanted to develop. Now, the Fang Ops side of things is really designed as a multi-species side. So it's not necessarily targeted specifically at bass, not targeted specifically at trout. It's just targeted at catching big fish. So it could be a bass, it could be a barramundi, it could be a tigerfish, right? It's just targeted at big fish. What they wanted to try to create was a swim bait that solved a couple of problems. They wanted a swim bait that they could put on the bottom that reduced snagging, right? They wanted to try to eliminate snags so they could bring this through as much cover as possible. And what they came up with was the Claw Trap. Now, this is an elastomer material swim bait, so it's gonna have a ton of durability to it, right? It has a really natural buoyancy to it. So it's not like a Z-Man elastomer, it's like bonk, right? It's very neutral, very subtle. It has an internal weight, so this bait weighs 1 ounce. Okay, so it gets to the bottom quickly, it'll cut through current quickly, and it has this very unique kind of circle hook style hook that sits inside of a hollow cavity here and a hollow pocket up top. So when you get bit, all you need to do is just load it up and just kind of pull back the same way you would with like a nose hook drop shot, and that hook pops up. When you're ready to re-rig it, you just stick the hook back in its pocket and it sits in that cavity, so it's totally snag free and won't snag whatever you're bringing it through. It's a wider body, so it's going to have a lot of body roll as it comes through. You can use this as just a straight retrieve and you're going to see a ton of body roll. You can fish it like a jig or just slow crawl it on the bottom through a bunch of rocks or wood, and you know, you'll be able to fish it in places that you haven't been able to get other swim baits. So excited to see how this fits into your arsenal. They're really excited about this bait. I know a lot of guys have been asking for this. So there you go, the Claw Trap from Duo, available now. All right, new from Nishine, okay, or Nishine, most of you guys call it. 2 new things, so new color in a bait and then a brand new jerkbait. Now we posted this on Instagram about a week and a half ago when we received them, but since then we've expanded the color line into their full range. So I introduced to you the brand new Erie 115 MD. Okay, now this is a super cool jerkbait that he spent years perfecting, and we talked to him at iCast. He doesn't do anything without spending years of time. So these are going to be available in 7 colors. Why don't I start with the colors? Hologram smelt, gunmetal, pearl flash, we got black and gold, BPB chartreuse smelt, ghost smelt, and then BPB smelt. Okay, now let me spec this thing out for you so you guys know what you are getting into. This guy's 115 millimeters. 21 grams, okay? So it's 3/4 of an ounce. So it's on the larger size of a jerkbait. Now, I can tell you, if you guys have like a jerkbait special or, you know, something like that, this is fine on there, okay? It's not gonna over jerk. You don't need to overwork this bait. You can just tap the slack and it will perform what it needs to do. If you wanna really work it aggressively, you'll need to probably bump up in rod, something like a Diablo Spec R, something a little bit heavier just to manage it. But it's gonna cast very, very well. The biggest thing that this is going to do is this is a bait that you can effectively fish in 15, 16 feet of water on 14, 16 pound line. So you can fish heavier line and get this thing down as it comes right here into 15 feet. So you live scopers that are seeing a fish in a tree or, you know, sitting off an edge that need to get a jerk bait down, this is the one to get. Now it comes with one tuning weight on the front, okay? And as it sits, it is going to be a suspend / slow sink, okay? So what is recommended is you can fish it just like a crankbait and crank it down. It's gonna get down probably about 10, 11 feet. But really where it dives is on the twitch pause. That's where you're gonna get it down that 14, 15 foot. If you wanna get it down into 20, 22, 25 feet, if you guys follow Nishine on Instagram, they've been adding a second weight to the front and getting it down to 20, 25 feet and really fishing a bait super deep. Normally, when you play with a jerkbait and you add weight to the front, it changes the action of the bait. They built this bait to where it has the same action whether you have the one weight, no weight, or two weights on there. So same action, which is pretty dope, okay? So I'm excited for you guys to get it. I know deep jerk baiting is basically here right now. I know it's something that we've always done in the winter on bluff walls or deeper water, but it's really boomed in popularity with the whole live scope thing. So I think you guys are gonna absolutely destroy them. And again, we are dropping 4 of these 7 colors today. So get a chance, scoop them up. I think you're gonna find that you're gonna love this bait. That is the Erie 115 MD. Those are available now. And then we're on Nishine. We see 2 new colors of the baby Abino. We see a Wakasagi and we see a pink back. So the baby Abino is just a great spy bait style bait. It is a sinking bait. We fish these a lot out in the little river we have out here, Colorado River, for smallmouth. Absolutely destroy it. It's just a great controlled depth bait that will give you a little bit different look and a different sound than like a traditional spy bait would. So you're gonna get that little blade knocker in there, a little bit different body roll. I think it's gonna be a great one for you guys to add. So 2 great new colors from them in there in the baby Abino. Those are available now. And then we also see a restock in some of the key sizes this week from Sunline in the Defier D-Braid. So if you guys have been waiting on any of the D-Braid, the 13 pound, the 15 pound, and the 19 pound, all back in stock. This has become the braid of everybody's choice around the shop. We're all using it. We're all loving it. A lot of you guys are using it and loving it as well. So if you've been waiting on any of those sizes, that is back this week from Sunline. All right, Jeff, before we get to our giveaways, a couple of sales to let you know about.
Wow,
okay?
never-ending sales.
So you know that we're huge fans of Daiwa, right? You know that the reel, like probably my favorite reel of all time is a Steez A.
Yeah.
Right? Well, guess what?
What's going on, dude?
Steez A's are on sale.
There's no way.
Okay, so there is a brand new Steez A coming this spring. We're gonna go see it in a couple of weeks and play around with it. So they are discontinuing my favorite bait casting reel.
Way.
Gone.
No
right?
way.
So if you guys love the Steez A like I do, this is the chance to pick them up. Both the Steez A T-Wing and the Steez A T-Wing HLC, $3.99. Okay, so there you go. Whatever is left in stock, I think I have 7 and 6 gear ratios in. Have at it. While supplies last, $3.99 for a brand new Steez.
Wow.
They are also redoing the Tatula Elite rods. So, time to sell the old ones, okay? So the Tatula Elite is one of our best-selling line of rods. They're gonna vary from $179 to $299 depending on if there's AGS guide train or regular guide train. We are going to basically just blow these out to you guys. So if you want a great multi-purpose rod, all of these are designed by their pro staff. we're going to drop Tatula Elites to 99 bucks. Okay, so 99 bucks, you get a Tatula Elite. The AGS will be $100 off the normal price. So they'll be anywhere from $179 to $109 for a full AGS guide train rod. Pretty sick. Okay, so while supplies last, Tatula Elites drop to $99. All right, Jeff, let's give some stuff away. Okay, so we'll be back next week with another great What's New episode. We've got new Lucky Craft next week, more special drop Megabass stuff, lots of cool things coming, special deal on some glides, right? So next week will be a great one as well that you guys will not want to miss. Now we're going to jump back over to some giveaway stuff. If you guys joined us last week, we did just a special Christmas episode where we just did some trivia and just try to have a little fun game, okay? So I am going to go through each one. I'm going to announce the winner. If you hear your name, you reach out to me, okay? I am not going to contact you. I'm not going to send a DM. I'm not going to say, here, send me a text, okay? Don't fall for the scammers. I'm not contacting you. I'm going to tell you right now who wins. You reach out to me. You can reach out to me. DM on Instagram would be the easiest. You can email us, thehookuptackle@gmail.com. You can call us next week. I will save your package for you, and if I haven't heard from you in a few days, I'll track you down, okay? But you reach out to me if you hear your name, and we'll get this shipped to you, and congratulations, okay? So first was a gift card for $100. We just threw this in there. This was not a trivia. This was just any comment that did it wins. The winner of this is, I'm going to probably slaughter a lot of these names, so bear with me. So the winner of this is Mei Lin, Meilin. Congratulations, you have won a $100 gift card. All right, next winner. This is for a Respect series of Gen Roku, so a full set. The question was, what was my first exposure to JDM baits? Remember that? Mm-hmm. The answer was Lucky Craft. Okay, so a lot of you guys got this right. The winner was Burton's Bassin. So B-U-R-T-O-N-S-B-A-S-S-N. Burton's Bassin, congratulations. You won that. Okay, next giveaway was for a Citizen prize pack. So there's 2 7-inch and 2 6-inch Citizens in here. The question was, what year did I start the hookup? The answer was 1999. A lot of you guys nailed this one. The winner of the prize pack is Junior Jeter 1. So J-R-J-E-T-E-R number 1. So Junior Jeter 1, you have won the Citizen prize pack. Congratulations. All right. Third giveaway was a special Lucky Craft custom color box. So just a bunch of the custom colors of various baits that we make with Lucky Craft. The question was, what Italian food chain did I have dinner with my wife and all her friends? I said all her friends, trying to drop a key thing here on this. Most of you did not get this correct. Yeah. And I kind of expected. Yeah. This was a super obscure, vague question, but a lot of you nailed it. The correct answer, Buca di Beppo. Okay? Griff had never even heard of Buca di Beppo.
I never heard of it either.
Okay, well, you guys need to get out more.
Olive Garden.
You need to relax. Why the hell would I go to Olive Garden?
That was 90%.
Yeah, that was 90%. I even said it's not the one you're going to think of. All right, the winner of this, Jeremy Gunther 6209. Okay, so if that is you, reach out to me. Congratulations, Jeremy. You have won that prize pack.
This guy? Jeremy?
Is that you? You're Jeremy Gunther 6209?
Good job, man.
No. Oh. You're just trying to scam. Yeah. All right, next giveaway. The next giveaway was a Megabass Destroyer P5 Dark Sleeper. This was really the only question that mattered, right? What is my favorite band?
Oh, that one.
My favorite band happens to be Yuki Ito's favorite band that he used as inspiration and name Megabass. The correct answer, Megadeth.
Who would have thought? Huh?
Greatest band in the world. Make sure it's on all of your playlists. The winner of this, Kyle Kirka 3518. So Kyle Kirka 3518, congratulations. You have a brand new Destroyer P5 Dark Sleeper rod. And congratulations for knowing the best band in the world, which, by the way, most people did. Yeah. There was a lot of obscure bands.
There were some odd ones I saw.
Green Day, I saw in there, which I love Green Day, but that was a funny one. There was some really crazy ones. So, By the way, to all of you that left Megadeth quotes, and even some people put my name into song lyrics,
Oh.
I love you guys, okay? I was really rooting for you, okay? Hey, if you're not happy with the results of who won, blame my son.
Yes.
He was the one that
Let's go.
stopped it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Number 5, a Baitsanity prize pack. So you're gonna get an Explorer Gill and a custom color Zombie Shad Explorer Glide. The question was, what do I prefer, largemouth bass or smallmouth bass? Okay, the answer, smallmouth. I love both, but I have a very special place in my heart for smallmouth. I grew up fishing them in the high country. I just love smallmouth. So this was pretty split evenly, but a lot of you guys did guess smallmouth. So the winner, Colin Vaith 3721. So if you're Colin Vaith 3721, reach out to me. You have that prize pack. Congratulations. Next one was a free rig pack that I went around and grabbed all my favorite Dolive free rig baits. There's some hooks in there that we use. There's some weights in there that we use. Just kind of a starter free rig pack. Do everything. The question was, how many countries has Griff been to? So Griff was, you were 20 years in the military, Griff? 20 years in the military, and by the way, Griff, thank you for your service, and there was like 1,000 comments thanking you for your service. So cheers to you. You know what? Cheers. Yeah, cheers to Griff, everybody. All right, the answer, more than 30. So if you ever get a chance to talk to Griff, Griff is probably the literal most interesting man in the world, right?
Mr.
You
Worldwide.
cannot find a topic that he hasn't done, experienced, seen, or elevated beyond what you thought was possible. So if you guys ever get a chance to come in the store, DM, whatever, definitely take a minute and talk to Griff about any topic you can think of. He's done it. The winner, by the way, is Olervin 63. So OLERVIN 63. You have won this pack. All right, box number 7. This was the open box special. So this was just a bunch of random Respect series baits. I mean, all kinds of things in here that we've opened boxes to take photos of. Okay, so the baits are new, the boxes are open. This is all coming to you. The question was, how many times have I been to Disneyland? Okay, less than 100 or more than 100? My bank account says more than 100. So yeah, I know it's nutty. My family, one year, when the kids were like 3 and 5, or maybe 4 and 6, we went 100 times in 1 year, right? So crazy, right? But to those of you who guessed and are nutty with me, congratulations. The winner is the AAA Gator. So the AAA Gator, you win that pack. Congratulations. You know me so well. Jeff, why are you shaking your head? You have a boring life. You have no friends. You don't go to Disneyland. What do you do? Oh, and you throw swim baits. Ugh. All right. Next bait. A very rare Depths Slide Swimmer 175 in our custom Bonaire color. Okay? Totally sold out. We had one left to give away. The question was, how did Jeff destroy his first camera? It was an A, B, C option. Most people, Jeff, guessed A. They thought you were always in a hurry and you dropped your camera at the dock. If you've ever seen Jeff at the dock, it's the complete opposite. He is the most meticulous, methodical, laid out person at the dock. It drives me a little crazy. I want to get there and go. And he's like, I gotta set this up, lay this down, make this look good. Like, he's very meticulous. So that would never actually happen, right? A few people guessed B, that a customer came in and tripped, but we really try to film almost always before and after, right? So it would be really hard. The correct answer was C.
The most specific one.
The most specific one that I tried to make obvious. So he dumped the sucker over the side of a Great Lake.
See you later.
It was like 20 degrees outside, jumped in over the side in his full rain gear, hit that 30-degree water, came up, just shocked, and then we spent like 45 minutes trying to jig it out with a jig. Yeah. Which we did.
Good times.
Yeah, that was a great trip.
That was a great...
Yeah. So congratulations goes to Chef Bass 6638. You have won that. So Chef Bass 6638, congratulations. You got yourself a nice bone hair. Okay. Next, we are giving away a Daiwa Alphas Air T-Wing as a 7:1 to gear ratio. The question was, who is my favorite professional tournament angler? We showed a picture of him, right? We've had him on multiple times. The correct answer was Kenta Kimura. So congratulations, most of you nailed this one. The winner, Ken McCarthy Fishing 6845. Okay, so if you are Ken McCarthy Fishing 6845, you got yourself a new Daiwa reel. Okay, question number 10. This was the final question. This, by the way, is to win a brand new Destroyer Evolution White Python. One of my favorite rods, a sick rod, $650 rod. The question was, what does my brother do for our channel? And pretty much everybody nailed this, okay? He is a pianist. He writes most of the music that you hear in the background for our channel. Fortunately, the world is opening back up and we'll be able to introduce you a lot more to my brother. So I'm excited for you guys to meet him and see some of the shenanigans that happen when we're all together this year. So congratulations to all of you that guessed that. The winner was Family Budget Fisherman. Okay, so Family Budget Fisherman, if that is you, you just won yourself a Destroyer Evolution White Python. And finally, I wasn't sure if I was going to give this away or not, but I have a brand new Megabass Destroyer Arms Rod. Okay, now this is a 6902. Now, I have a righty or a lefty. So when you reach out to me, let me know if you would like it in a right-hand grip or a left-hand grip, and I will get you dialed. This is an $1,100 rod. This is super dope. I'm excited that some of you are super stalkers. There was 11 of you, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking out my window tonight, making sure nobody's watching me sleep.
Who could have bet?
Okay, this was just, if you got every one of those 10 answers correct, we just put you in a special drawing, okay? The winner is James Spence 8612. So James Spence 8612, congratulations, you have a brand new arms rod. Shoot me a DM, it's all yours. All right, Jeff, that is a wrap.
Darn.
The first What's New episode of 2023.
Just like that.
Some giveaways. 2023 feels good.
I can't wait for it to already be over.
Oh, okay.
So
You're
you're
already
more of a disappointment for you the year after.
No, you can't be a disappointment for me. It's a resolution. You have to follow through.
Right, that's why I'm waiting for next year, so I can be a disappointment.
I'm going to enjoy 23 as long as I can. Cheers, my friends. Happy New Year's to you. Guys, thank you so much for an amazing 2022. I'm super stoked for 2023. I know that the world is just a nutty place right now, and there are so many unknowns and variables. The community that we have here and the ability to hang out and talk to so many of you means the world to me, means the world to Jeff and Griff and my family. So guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for the business. We will get through everything together as a big community. Cheers. Happy New Year's. Cheers to 2023. If you guys have any questions on anything we covered, drop it down below. We'll see you guys next week. Happy New Year's, my friends.
Bye-bye.